Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Oklahoma State's offense will have the football first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. And down he goes back into three.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number one, and they give up a sack on play two.
The give to the back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Got it near midfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. The Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. I know Bo Nix has the single season. record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Douglas. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Out of the chute, twin toss to the right. Makes a guy miss and finally brought down at about the 25. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Looking for a man. It's Flores. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
Man, offenses are getting really creative in the way they run their counter plays now. They pull different guys. They pull a guard. They pull a tackle. They pull a guard and a tackle. So really keeping the defenses off balance. You can't just key on wherever the tight end is. You got to realize they can show you one thing and come back with another.
They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And I feel like the defense needed that stop. Are already giving up a touchdown, early in this football game. They put another drive together, but great job bowing up, getting that 3rd down stop, and hopefully forcing the field goal.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw. It's Flores. Here comes the heat. It's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. He tries to take the top off. Brings it down on the right side. Here he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. The extra point here would tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, I think they were really hoping they'd go in at halftime and get this guy settled down and find a rhythm for him. That has not been the case, though. We're here in the second half. He's just 1 for 7 throwing the football and throws another incompletion. You're really scratching your head now if you're the...
Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Red Raiders line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Gets it to him on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Freeman. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Cowboys will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that? That's two really good plays in a row by this defense. They gave up a lot of yards to get down here, bowing their necks up. It's most important when you get in this area. Second and goal now, they get the big stop.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it first and 10 from just across the 50. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Makes the grab, it's Douglas. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO is complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Throws to the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Hudson. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th-down attempts already, and they changed their luck.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Back to throw. It's Morton. They've got the screen set up. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Cowboys will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Back to throw, it's Morton. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw again. That's caught. It's Joyner. He'll be stopped. Of the line to gain, needed about 3 more on that one.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's Hudson. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page. In time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. And the Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got it set up on the outside. Inside the 30. There he goes! Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. Breaks the tackle.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
To the air, it's Flores. Turns it loose deep. Pulls it in on the right. Lots of room to run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back?
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Unleashes one. Wide open downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Red Raiders will have it first and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Morton. Got his man out of the backfield. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. The linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Great protection, and down the middle it goes. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. On the move, it's Hicks. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation. So the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
They go to the counter. Plows through the defense. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the Red Raiders are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to pass. It's Morton. Quickly complete. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll go to the ground. Hard running there. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go right back to it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing. He's looking deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's a heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch at the 35. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the first play of the drive starting here from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Pulls it in. It's Virgil. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now it'll take a touchdown to beat him, a 5-point lead here in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fitzpatrick. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Fitzpatrick. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And that's a good job by the... The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Red Raiders have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. Pushes ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas Tech.
They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Looking for the score. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The 40. The 20. Inside. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cowboys! Guys, this is a story we see every single year in